Hey, we're Tyler and Catherine Betts, and we are thrilled to share with you that God has called us to serve Him in the country of France. We want to share a little bit about the country of France and what God has led us to do in France, in specifically La Rochelle. France is a beautiful, beautiful country. It has majestic mountains in the south, and it's right on the Mediterranean Sea. There's pristine beaches. It's a beautiful country. It's about the size of Texas, and living in France, there's 67 million people.
But in the midst of all that beauty and the culture and the rich history that's in France, there are millions of people, souls, that don't know about Jesus. 1% of French people would claim to be evangelical Christians. To put it into perspective, you're just as likely to meet a Christian in France as you are in North Korea, the most persecuted country in the world.
While these statistics are heartbreaking, what really captivated both my heart and Kat's heart and caused us to want to go serve the Lord in France was our own personal experience. We both had the opportunity to go to France on short-term missions trips. I had the opportunity in 2013 and 2014 of living in France for 10 months, and since then Kat and I have gone back twice as a married couple. But in 2013 and 2014 I was really exposed to the desperate spiritual need in the country of France. I played basketball on about 3 different teams, and I interacted with these guys, and as I interacted with them, it became clear that I was legitimately the first Christian that these guys had ever met. That I was the first person that ever had shared the gospel, the truth that Jesus Christ died on the cross for our sins and that He rose again, and that if we place our faith in Him, that we might have salvation. I was the very first person to share this good news with them. France is a very dark place spiritually, and we long to go and share the good news of Jesus Christ with them, the light of the gospel.
So while we're serving in the country of France, we're going to partner with the mission agency, ABWE, which is the Associations for Baptists for World Evangelism. They have over 1,000 missionaries partnering with them currently in over 70 different countries, and they've been around for about 90 years. We also are going to be partnering with Église Baptiste de La Rochelle, which is the Baptist Church of La Rochelle, where Tyler and I have been able to do short-term missions there. There's approximately about 60 people that attend the church, and we've been able to be involved there when we've gone back on short-term missions. Tyler served there when he lived there for 10 months, and they've actually voted and asked us to come back and serve with them in La Rochelle. The town of La Rochelle is about 100,000 people, and it's on the Atlantic coast. There's a university there that has about 8,000 students as well.
Our vision when we go back to France is to reach, raise, and reproduce. What excites us is the fact that we're going to partner with a church who has this same vision. They want to reach people in their community for Christ. They want to raise up the next generation of leaders, and they want to reproduce. They want to see French nationals begin to share their faith in Jesus Christ with others. They want to see French nationals begin to be the next church planters, and they want to see French nationals begin to go out and be missionaries all across the globe. And that's what we want to do. We want to see French people reach for the cause of Christ. And this is why. This is why we want to return back to France. This is why we want to be there full time. It's 2 Corinthians 5, 14, and 15. It says this, "For the love of Christ controls us, because we have concluded this, that one has died for all, therefore all have died. And He died for all, that those who live might no longer live for themselves, but for Him who for their sake died and was raised."